Hey Tubes, here's that Hercules I bought at the auction. Got Mike here. Say hey Mike.
How you doing, Joe? What's that, a pecker head in?
And we, all I did was put little stripes on it and put a decal on it. But the magneto is needs a charge, so Mike hooked up the water coil. Regular car coil, keep it in that bucket of water, keep it cool, and it runs our engine. Good little runner though. As soon as I get the mag charge on that, it'll be okay, but I think this is the first look you guys seen this engine, other than when I brought it home from the auction. Built a little cart for us, a cart that the cart was under construction when you guys first seen it. Alright, yeah, this is actual hit and miss. What is this, 1.5, Mike?
Yeah.
1.5 foot. Relax mechanism.
Yeah, what? We can put the coil in the hopper, but of course the hopper's on top.
Yeah, that's something a little different. Mike came up with that idea, just so we can get it going. If it wasn't in that water, it would just overheat. So, alrighty, enough for this. Let's call this one Herc, old Hercules. Alright, see you later. Say there, Mike.
What?
Hey Tubes, here's the Hercules. Me and Mike are here. Say hey Mike.
How you doing?
Yeah, and at the show we had it hooked up with this water coil here. Mike sort of invented that. The reason for that was we got a Webster magneto here, but it needed a charge, and there was supposed to be a guy at the show who was going to charge it for us, and he didn't. So Mike came up with this idea of the water coil. The reason it's in the water is to keep it cool. We're supposed to have a ballast resistor, but we didn't have one. So explain to them where it's hooked up in case somebody wants to try and hook theirs up like this.
You just take a battery.
All right, you got the battery. We got 6 volt. You could use a 12 volt.
Yeah, 12's fine.
12's fine.
And just from one terminal of the battery, go to
positive.
Yeah, you can do positive battery.
Positive battery goes to
one of the terminals.
Any terminal?
Small terminal, yeah, any small terminal.
Any terminal on either side of the
one of these two.
The main one. Okay.
Then the other side of the coil,
right?
Whatever the terminal, goes to the insulated electrode of the igniter.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. You can only do this with an igniter engine?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then you just ground the engine out?
Right. Then you just
battery to ground.
Right. Now, we're using the coil as a low tension coil. It's not actually making a high voltage spark out of the, of course we don't have it hooked up. So the only reason it's working is because it builds up a field, a magnetic field in the primary winding of this automotive coil. And when the points break, that field collapses and it gives you a nice fat spark, not just a little kind of spark. But
without the water, or a ballast resistor, that coil gets so hot you can hardly touch it and it's just ready to burn up.
Some of them coils have resistors built in, but this one doesn't.
This one doesn't.
Right.
So to alleviate that, what we did is I bought a ballast resistor. Show them what you got there, Mike. These are pretty cheap. This one's only a $7 one.
Yeah, it's pretty low resistance.
Yeah, it's a 1.85 ohm.
But it can take a lot of heat.
I think it's a 1 watt.
Yeah.
So see if it starts while you got that out, and then we'll switch coils. This is a real cold start. We haven't tried starting this, or I haven't even thought about starting it since the show. Mike knows these Hercules inside and out, so you should know exactly how to start it. They're a very dependable engine. Mike loves them. Sounded good, Mike. Oh, look at that. I'm telling you, it sounded good and you got it running. Oh, I jinxed you.
Died.
He sticks his finger in there to choke it. It sucks the fuel. And then he spins the wheels. Open the choke. Spin the wheels.
Oh no.
Oh well, I jinxed him. Well, what we're going to do anyway is we're going to put the ballast resistor on there and see if it works, and then we'll start it up for you. Okay.